I'm going to talk to you today about a recent addition that I just got to my body. I just got a tattoo on my arm that says Butterfly Kisses, right here. Have you ever heard the song? It's the original song, Butterfly Kisses, is by Bob Carsley. The song is typically a daddy-daughter song. The lyrics are amazing and every daddy's girl can relate. I got the tattoo because I have an amazing relationship with my father. There isn't one person that I would love, trust, and respect more than my dad. A little bit about my dad. My dad and I have always been best friends, from the day I was born to the day we'll die. He has been there for me through life's toughest moments, as has my mother, but her and I don't have near the grand relationship that I have with my dad. What makes our relationship perfect? Well, you see, my dad and I communicate together through joking a lot. We both have an outgoing, funny, and random personality. It accommodates us both in a very good way. My dad is also a pretty soft guy. I know I can get emotional support from him whenever I need. For instance, this past year has been really draining on my family. There was a lot of stress due to my dad's recent fight against cancer, the passing of my grandmother, and then my dad lost his job. When this happened, my dad told me first, not my own mother, his wife. He told me. He told me he wanted to tell me because he could vent to me and be judged. He said, "Mercedes, I know you'll listen, you won't judge, and more importantly, you'll support me." When he told me this, I just wanted to cry because I felt so good that he knew he could count on me like that, just as I could count on him like that. That day, my dad and I sat in my backyard for 9 whole hours. We sat there and he told me everything about his life, about his childhood, growing up, his own parents, siblings, all that kind of stuff. He told me the good, the bad, the sad, and the funny. Sitting out there that long, just him and I felt on a whole new level with my dad. My dad has oftentimes told me that I'm his best friend, as well as his favorite in the family, and I would say the same about him. A little more about my dad is that everyone loves him. All my friends, they call him Papa Bruce. They all feel comfortable around him and have fun. They can crack jokes and honestly just enjoy spending time with him. He takes my friends out in the boat and we all kick back, relax, and have a good time together. Most of my conversations with my friends aren't hidden from my dad. He sits right there and he participates. In fact, I'll get texts from my friends saying, "Hey, I want to come over and hang out with Papa Bruce." Not saying they want to hang out with me, but just my dad. I don't know, I just think that's pretty cool. Another element of my relationship that I love is the amount of trust that we have with each other. My dad knows my deepest, darkest secrets as well as I know his. No one else in the world knows. My dad does whatever he can to see me happy and successful. He will aid me in things with my mom not knowing, as well as tell me things that I'm not supposed to know. So this is relating to how my dad is my best friend. But to explain the reasoning why I got the song, yes, all of that. But I first heard the song when I was in the 4th grade with one of my best friends. We heard it at the mall, and we went straight home, and I decided to play it for my dad. My dad was sleeping. I went in his room, woke him up, and played the song. He sat on the edge of his bed and just cried. Tears of joy. He thought the song was so beautiful and explained our relationship so well. My dad and I just sat there hugging each other, enjoying the moment. Ever since then, whenever one of us is down in the slumps or angry for some reason, we'll go back to the song and play it, ensuring our great relationship together. We sign cards and letters to each other by implementing butterfly kisses instead of saying sincerely. So after years of listening to the song and knowing that this will be our song forever, as well as it will be our daddy-daughter dance at the wedding, I decided to get it tattooed on me to illustrate my love for my dad. I knew he would be a bit upset at first because it's another tattoo and my parents said no more, one and done. Well, the other tattoo that I have doesn't have very much meaning, so this one I just knew I wanted. I would love it forever and it has so much meaning, and it also gives me another chance to talk about why my dad's my best friend. When I first got the tattoo, I decided to hide it for a couple days, which is kind of complicated due to the fact that it was summer and we're a family that likes to be on the boat, so I'm in my bathing suit a lot. Well, one day I just decided to show him. He said, "What is that? I told you no more." I replied saying, "Dad, it's for you. All the meaning for it's for you," trying to get him to like it. My dad just walked away and was talking under his breath. He had responded exactly the way I envisioned. Later that day, we went out in the boat to a local sandbar, and my dad and mom started making friends with some other boaters. Then my dad called me to come talk to this other random guy. He wanted me to show him my tattoo, and I did. The guy sat there looking at it, and he gasped. He looked to my dad. "I hope you cried, sir. That is one of the sweetest things a daughter can do for her dad. Wow, I idolize you," referring to my dad. "You must have done something right raising her. I can just tell she's a beautiful and great girl. Wow, I'm in awe. I have 3 daughters. None of them have done this for me, and I'm going to tell them about this. You must mean so much to her." And he just kept talking about how this is one of the best tattoos he's ever seen. At that moment, I just looked up to my dad, and I saw his chin quivering and a couple of tears fall. He said that we do have a great relationship. I do love the tattoo, and I guess I must have done something right. "I must have done something right" is a line in that song, and it goes perfectly about our relationship. The fellow voter has completely changed my dad's view on this tattoo. He now loves it and is such a relief. I will always love my butterfly kisses too.